Welcome back. A little bit of a later start to my week than I wanted to based on what I was planning, so we're doing a rookie MX-5 race to start off week 4 here at Okayama International on the short circuit. Qualified second. That's where I'm supposed to qualify, where I'm supposed to run. We were like, I don't know, it was 200s off or something like that from the pole. Not my best lap, so probably could add pole, but I'll take it. We're just going to try to do what we can. I think staying out in front of the chaos is going to be better, but we could still easily get piled into, so just going to do what we can. 15 laps, kind of a quickish race based on the lap time. Quicker than the last time when I ran at VIR, so just do what we can. Try to limp through on cold tires and hopefully come out with something. Really trying to work on using the brake and the throttle to balance weight transfer, keep the rotation up without sliding too much, take advantage of it. All stuff that you use when you move up to other cars and other series, as well as working on my racing lines. Second place after lap 1, I will gladly take that. Kind of overcooked that corner, that's what I was thinking. I came in too hot. Alright, well, we're going to the back. Just gonna let everybody go and give you guys a boring race in the back. Yep, I broke too late. I'm so terrible. I've been doing this so much. Like, I don't know. I think because of rating I've lost, the oval sight is just trickling over to everything that I'm overdriving everything, so good thing is on the roadside I don't care. I got one car that was wrecked, there's a second one, so we should be able to at least make one more pass and be running 10th.
Incident in Hyper. Looks like it's Newman.
Somebody else having issues as I just drove that terribly. This is why you never want to count yourself out in a rookie race. There's always something that can happen. While I might not have a shot at a podium anymore, you can easily pick up spots. You never know what's going to happen. And if nothing else, I'll drive for learning and try to put down some quicker laps. Consistent laps will be what I'd be happy with.
0.9 seconds.
Oh, there's another wreck on the back, or the front stretch.
Watch out.
Look at that. See, 2 spots. Possibility of 3, and if somebody else was involved, he could get 4. So you literally never know what's going to happen. Overdrove turn 1 there. It's going to be the theme of this race right now, is overdriving corners. This is one of the spots that I'm trying to learn how to balance the car, change my racing line, make more time through it.
Sector 1 time's okay.
This one I kind of already had a little bit of an idea of this sector, but trying to refine it so I can keep momentum up. At least catching the 12 should be based on iRating.
That's a new fastest lap for Jenkins.
Well, it's just not
0.4 seconds.
Not overdrive left corner and spin it out. Somehow was able at least to keep that from incident points.
First corner. We think it might be Schmidt.
Somebody else having issues.
Sector 2 and 3 are pretty good. Sector 1 is 0.30 off the pace.
Drive sector 1 a little bit better according to CrewChief. Yeah, we definitely could pick up a couple more spots. I mean, I don't think 8th place is all that unreasonable. Assuming I don't do something stupid trying to get by cars. Yeah, I pushed it too hard.
Stay between the lines, please, Jake.
Really wanted to not have any off tracks.
It's now 8.8 seconds. There's an incident in last corner. Woohoo! It looks like Schmidt.
That was the 8th. We had already had, I think, 1 spin that lap. So up to 9th now. Lost a little bit of time to the 3 and the 1.
P9.
I don't know if we're going to go much further than that. I think the 12 is probably the only other car I can have in my sights. Trying to work on how I handle the curbs as well. They can still upset the car a little bit, so trying to balance that chassis dynamic. Better part is we still got 2/3 of the race left to go, so there is still time for people to wreck, free spots to be had. We're going to set our sights on clean, consistent laps.
The gap ahead is now
Trying to get to the
0.7.
12 before the end of the race.
The leader's just done a 1:00.1 seconds. New fastest lap for Newman, 59.72.
Like I said, trying to find that balance of that slip angle, getting that rotation. Like the 12 kind of locked it up. I center the corner, I hit the bumps, and it kind of threw the balance off. I was actually running some pretty good laps. So I'm not terribly far off from the best laps that I was running in practice. It's not like I'm way off the pace. Probably 3/10 or so off of what I was running in practice. Not a great last corner. It was in about half a tenth or so.
Your last lap time was at 1:00.1 seconds.
Decided to try it upshift there. Don't know if I necessarily liked it though, but it's better through Sector 1 and Sector 2 at least. This is going to put me in a bad spot. He just backed out. I kind of had to get a bit aggressive to try to get by him.
That's the stuff, we'll have some more of that.
Definitely gave up time on the fastest lap by doing that, but I think the rest of the laps should be able to be quicker. Not a great run out of last corner, but better than the last couple laps. I don't think there's any shot at going any further unless the 3, the 7, or the 1 have issues.
Okay, Jake, hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes.
Keep driving.
8th place. You were 10th off the pace in Sector 3.
Yeah, really trying to use gas and brake to point the car, get it to rotate. I think that was the 8 that dropped out. There's an over rotation. Let the 12 go.
Just cut the track.
Still alongside, so.
Don't panic.
Alright, well, I'll give you another battle with the 12. This is why I'm still in the rookies, because of dumb mistakes like that. Lucky enough to catch it and save it, though. We'll be halfway through the race this time by. 7 to go.
We're halfway home. We're okay on fuel. E9.
Probably learned from the 12's line into the first corner. Try third gear again. A little too much throttle too early there. Spun the car, slid the car a little bit too much. Maybe we can coax him into a mistake by being right on his back bumper. Or more likely, I'll make the mistake. Got 3 cars all together, I think, up ahead. I think they're all right by each other. So, could potentially be some free spots up there. Overdrove first corner there, too fast. Entering.
Alright, Jake, stay close. Wait for him to make a mistake.
Funny thing is, I'm losing time in Sector 2, but I felt like it was better. Like I said, we're just
Let's go P2, no fight, let's go for P1.
gonna put the pressure on him and see what I can do. 5 to go, third of the race left. Just having some fun. Had to run a little bit slower behind him. I'll find a passing opportunity.
That was a 1:00.5 seconds. There's an incident in turn 2.
Oh, there's one free spot. That was the 1. So 3 and the 7 are still in there. We're going to try to get the run, see if I can get to his inside here going into this part. And take advantage, make him check up again, which he does. It's been some fun, respectful racing between the two of us. Now let's see if I can not make the mistake again. 3 and the 7 are about a half a second apart. So I assume it would likely be an unforced error out of the two of them to have an issue.
Push now, we can catch this guy.
Let's get to 8th place, or 7th, excuse me.
Okay, Jake, come on, stay focused. Apexes and exits, apexes and exits.
See if I can try to set
that lap time was
fast lap.
0.3 seconds.
I guess bigger deal is not making mistakes and consistency. Overdrove it there, just over rotated. I think it downshifted into first a little too quick.
The gap behind is increased.
Spike in RPMs, I didn't match it very well, and so it kicked the car around. The 11's also in view, so got another 3 cars that something could potentially happen with the wreck. Still on the throttle too hard. Rear tire's gonna be a little hot, so that's why I'm gonna get that extra slide out of them. That's not paying attention there. Alright, throw that lap out. That was terrible. We got 3 laps to do good. You can see the 7-3 and the 11 up ahead. One's making his way back onto the track from pit road. A little bit better that time still. Not a great line. Lost some time out, but more in control. But compared to the last lap, oh, yeah, I think you got 3 and the 7 are the ones that are all over with the draft.
2 laps left.
Oh, they're snaking trying to break the draft. I think it's going to be hard for me to set a quicker lap just because the tires are getting hot, a little worn. But might be able to find 10th or so. Big gain on everybody in front that time. Obviously going to need a wreck to be able to get to them. A little too much time giving up through that corner. on the throttle a little too early there in the last corner. Had the lift. That lift, you can see how much momentum it killed. You had the 3, I think it was, go off the track there. Could be wrong about that, but I thought that was the 3.
7th position. White flag,
Just
one
gonna
more
be here
lap.
in case
That last lap was a
they all get together.
0.4 seconds.
Somebody overdrives it or somebody gets into somebody. No pressure from the 12 behind. Definitely closing in on the 3 of them ahead, so I had the pace to be running with them. Just that unforced error on the start. That gives me hope. I guess some things are getting a little better. Still plenty of basic stuff to work on, which is why I still do these rookie races. And they don't wreck. They have a good battle. No wrecking. Laps are kind of consistent in the end. This is within a 10th or so. So, hey, grinded it out, finished 7th. Just by sticking that out on the track instead of giving up. That's not a terrible recovery after falling all the way back to 12th. Let's get the overlay off. And look at tires. Let's see. So leaned on the left front really bad. Which you can see based on it being 92% in the center compared to 94, 97, 96. Also 10 degrees, almost 10 degrees hotter than the center of the left rear, and a good 35 degrees warmer than the right sides, if not a little bit more. So I don't know. Sometimes the setups are just not built well. Like if I built them, I would tweak them a little bit to be able to be a little more balanced based on the load of the corners. So that could still be an issue where, like, if you're trying to target evening out your wear, tread remaining, your wear percentage, and your attempts, you could only get so far, and it still may be a little bit unbalanced. But I definitely think I was probably throwing it in on the left front, which would mean probably slightly too hard of braking, as well as just too much speed in general. So anytime you get that left front or the right front to wear more and be hotter, that means you're usually too tight for sure. And you're pitching it and dumping it down onto it a lot. So if I'm wrong about that, you guys correct me. From what I understand with chassis dynamics and weight and balance, that's kind of what that indicates. So it could definitely be some time to gain from that, improving that easily. Could be a half a second a lap or something. I think when I was looking at the fastest laps, those laps in this race were probably about 3/4 of a second off or so. So definitely some efficiencies to find there. But yeah, I kind of always look at this stuff, especially after the rookie races, to see because with them being short enough and caution free, like on the oval side, I kind of figure out like what was I doing or what was I doing wrong, since everybody's on the same thing. So again, like sometimes you're going to see some inconsistencies or some bigger differences based on if they didn't loosen it up for left-hand corners and there's a couple high-speed tight left-hand corners that are going to increase the load, then yeah, it's going to be a little bit more. But overall, generally you want to try to get pretty close to each other for all 4 tires on the roadside. So yeah, that's my thoughts about that. I guess there's probably not a ton to look at. We know what I did wrong, so just gotta be smarter on cold tires. Cold tires is the bane of my existence. I just flat out overdrive every time, and I get around somebody on lap 1 on cold tires, and I just throw my braking points out, and I miss everything. I don't know why I do it, but it's what I do. So kind of keep working on that. If I can fix that, it'll translate to faster overall average laps. Not giving up all those spots, qualified second, and just gave up literally everything. Could have contended for a podium. So, yeah, it's little things to work on, but we'll get there. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that one quick race, and we'll get back on the ovals, get some stuff going for the rest of the week. Love to hear from you guys, and until the next one, I hope all your laps are fast, your races are clean, and your finishes are good. Thanks for watching.